Hi. I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. I look awful on this camera, but hey, I'm here. Good morning, Judy. I like never got started. That encoding thing, my OBS just doesn't work with a flip, and I couldn't get it going. So anyway, here we are. Yeah, yeah, because I canceled the stream. And so my camera is not in the best position, but good morning, honey. How are you? There's Matthias Squirrel. Yeah, well, I was hoping somebody would see it. It's been so long since we've been on, and I look horrible, and I barely comb hair. I just said I'm going upstairs to to live stream. Uh-oh. Them girls need not to figure out how to shop for more than one day at a time. Don't you tell her I said that. It's so good to see you all. Tasha, Kathleen, all of you. It's Christine. Hi, honey. It's so good to see you all. Judy, I've missed you. He's doing okay. He's wanting to go. We've been stuck in the house because I've been sick. As you can probably tell by looking, it's not been good. It's not been good at all. I tell you, I've had it pretty hard. But I haven't got a thing planned. I just thought I need to see everybody. I need to get online and talk to everybody. I'm tired of sitting here. So you can see I've got a whale of a mess. I started making a book and I got me a little one and it's so full already that I can't put anything in it. So it's just going to be a small book. It is cute. It turned out cute. I like the way it decoupaged up. And page that I showed off. And I haven't got it sewn in yet, but I've got 3 little bitty signatures in it. And it's kind of supposed to be about the free will of women and, free-spirited women. But then I was playing around in it and I thought, oh, I've got a pretty picture of a woman over here. I'll just stick it down. So I come up with this Victorian woman in it that I'm going to have to take out, I think. She just doesn't fit. But I even decoupaged some of the pages inside and just played around with it and was just having fun. I've got some things stuck down here that where I want to put them. There's the center. And kind of roses and just free spirit type stuff. I use some of Tracy's images, some of my own. This woman, I've got to figure out. Whoops, I just lost one of them. I think I've got to figure out how to gypsy her up. I think I'm going to color her. I think I lost one right then. Yep, I did. Here's my other one. She's not going to be hard to figure out. And I've got some beautiful quotes to put with them. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's supposed to just be all about free spirit. And I'm not going to try to put a lot of stuff in it because it is too small. Here's a rose thing I did. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Let's get them back in there. Y'all go in that one spot. So, anyway, then I have one more. If I can find her. She's in here. She is. If I didn't lose two out of it. I've got a young girl there she is. There she is. So, anyway, that's going to be my book, other than a few quotes put down in it. It's not going to have a lot of pockets and tucks. It's going to have one on each cover. It's going to be very small, you know. So that's about the only thing I've worked on. Yeah. Because it's just too, you know, I picked the cover and it really wasn't. This is not my, this being this small is definitely not my style of book. Chunky. I want them big, you know. I want to keep adding. Here's some stuff I've lost out of it right here that I don't know where it went, and I can't put in hardly any more pages in it anyway. So, and then I thought, oh, tell Tom Spanking I said hello. I will. He's standing right here. Oh, squirrel. You come around here and say hi to everybody? You like my pajama shirt? Yeah, that's my roaring kitten. And my jacket, because it's cold up here. I need something besides white to wear when I'm online. I can see that. My color is atrocious on this thing. Good morning, Clara. How are you this morning? Come here, Tom. Tom, come in and say hi. As you can see, we're real casual on Sunday mornings, Clara, when we do this. Oh, that'd be cute. Bend down. You have to bend down because the camera's here. Get over here. Bend down right in front of your mama with your head. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Squirrel said, hi, Tom. They're all saying hi, Tom. He's wanting me to shave him. And I told him I would this morning, but I decided to come up here and do this first. And he's just he's not liking that too well because he does need to be shaved. But we haven't got anything planned for the whole day. So, you know, might as well. I could do a flocker page. I have did get an envelope from Little Bit. She sent me some a whole bunch of little sequin type stuff and a few papers. This is and this one. This is her letter. and these. So it's going to be rather a challenge to see what I do with this, because it's very little, and I can do it. I can do it. We can make it look good. Would you share your mom just a little while without being mad, please? That's what they said. Could you share me? Hi, Dana. Yeah, I'll shave you after we get done. I promise. So anyway, I've got, and then I laid out this roll of paper here because I have got to, and I've been called about it, I have got to finish that window I'm supposed to paint. Thankfully, it's my sister-in-law, so she just called me and kind of, prodded just a little. Morning, Cindy. How are you? Okay, squirrel. So anyway, I laid out some paper here, and I thought I might draw on this paper, which I don't know if this is actual tracing paper or what kind of paper this is, but it's on a roll. Feels like wax paper. And maybe draw out a scene and then lay it down on the window or put it on the back side of the window and paint over it. She's wanting just a landscape and a little church. I don't have much area to work. It's only about this wide. And it's not going to be a very big area to work in. And trying to figure out how to level everything out and get, the front and the back, and with not a bigger area than that. It's going to be a little. Thank you. It's my pajamas. I just left them on. I put my jacket on because I come upstairs and there's not been any heat on up here. But I've got the little fireplace going now, so I'll be shedding it here in a little while. But anyway, I didn't have anything planned and really didn't want to do anything. Hi, Jeff and John. How are you? You like number 4? I'm glad to see you pop in. Yeah, it's gotten cold here, and it's been raining for days on end now. And I am so tired of it. It's nice to see you too, honey. I've been too sick to come on, and I apologize that I haven't been on and done anything and had any chats with you all. I love doing this. Hi, Deb. Good morning. My camera is too close to me, and I would really like to back it up, but that's as far as it's going to go. And yeah, it's, I have this almost every October and November. I don't know if it's the dust from all the leaves and that kind of thing. It just hits me every year, this time of year. I was looking back on my memories, on Facebook, and kids, I'm telling you, it's every year. You got to go to the doctor. I'm feeling bad again. So, yeah. Me too. I'm ready. It's good to be back. I do feel better. I've been on thank you, honey. I've been on prednisone. And actually, I think I would have felt better if I hadn't took it, but I needed it real bad. Yeah, I have to stay in good spirits, honey, or I can't stand this. There's just, it's, yeah. In my situation, I am pretty much a recluse, not of my choosing. Ah, that sweet honey. Um, it's not of my choosing, but it is what it is. And there you go. Hit it like a Hulk. I yeah, I just live in this house and I don't get out much. I've had to lately because my health has quit me, and so that makes it a little more difficult. Um, but I am. You had tornado warnings. Oh my! Oh wow! Hi Trish. I love and miss you. Uh, I'm pretty much. Well, I am kind of a hermit too. I don't like to get out in the cold. I can't breathe it well. And so I just, this is my outlet. And I have missed it so bad because I have felt so bad that I didn't, when I've crafted, it's been in little burst. Um, I made that tag the other night and I really wanted it for this book, but it didn't fit. Darn it. I don't know where I laid it, but oh my gosh, the thing turned out so pretty. My purple tag. And I put my book together. I put my fall book together. I haven't finished it yet, but I put my fall book together. So I got that bound. And and I missed my look at my pages. I turned them upside down on some of them. So, but it did turn out pretty anyway. And, I'm going to do some more work in it, but yeah, I love the colors in this. I just loved how it turned out. And I love doing this. This was fun. And I want to do some more. I want to do some more. So you'll probably see me doing some more collage work and that kind of thing because I really just fell in love with this. I fell in love with it. And I haven't figured out what to do with the rings. I'm thinking I've got lots of ribbon and I'm thinking about just tying ribbon on them. But, I've got to do some more lace work in it. I had some more lace to go on it. And yeah, and it's really, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I called it Nature's Coat of Many Colors. And because that's the way every time fall comes around, I start singing my coat of many colors that Mama made for me. And I don't know why, because when I look outside, that's the way I describe fall. It's just beautiful. I posted a picture this morning on Facebook. If you haven't seen it, it's a castle here in Missouri and the fall around it. And thank you, Cindy. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. And we have some beautiful color. It's not, we don't have a lot of maples here, so we don't have the intense colors sometimes of what you see in Maine and that kind of thing. It is, honey. It is. Which one am I talking to? Jeff or John? Oh, there's my Linda too. Happy Sunday to you, honey. That loneliness is such a big problem, and this is such a good outlet. And you don't have to be. We don't have to be. If we've got people coming in, it's John. I'm glad, honey. Yes, John, it is such a horrible problem. And this has helped me a lot to have this outlet, And yes, I'm sitting here doing all the talking, but you all are having conversation with me too. And I love that. I love that. And I need it. It's an outlet to something besides these four walls. And And it's like having company. When y'all come and do this, yeah, it's like having company, except that there's just one voice, going on. I love the chatter of many voices. When Spanky and all of them was here and we were sitting on the front porch, I thought, how can they even begin to follow this conversation? Because we were just all over everywhere. Yeah. It's Tasha, it's just amazing. It does help. Yeah. It's kind of like being at a party. Yeah. Yes, we do. And all of us have some reason to be together. And I was thinking this morning before I come up here, tomorrow is election day, or Tuesday is election day. And I don't care whether you're right or you're left, or whether you're independent, or whether you're liberal, or I don't care where you are on the political spectrum. But we get together and nobody cares. Nobody cares if you're right or you're left or you're in the center. Nobody cares. But we need to vote. We need to get out and vote, because we care not about where we stand on what party, but we care about each other. And that's why we should vote, because we care about each other. And I'm not going to get super into political parties or in any of this stuff. But don't forget to vote. Cast your vote. Do your thing. Do what you can do. No matter where we are, there is common ground between all of us. This is common ground. This is common ground. We have, oh my God, that thing has to go up. This is common ground. Yes. And if we can reach common ground on YouTube, or we can reach it on my front porch, or we can reach it wherever we get together, then we can find common ground in Washington. And it's time to do it. It's time to do it. We need to find some common ground. And that's the way I feel. I don't feel that it's voting whether it's right or left, or right or wrong, or however you want to say it. I don't care. It's that we are, we're voting for, I got to start looking into the camera a little bit more instead of down, but I'm reading too. We have to start realizing that we're not just voting for ourselves, but we're voting for everybody. So we've got to find that common ground. And the only way we can do it is if we vote. If we bypass it, we're not getting anywhere. If we don't go vote, we're not getting anywhere. If we don't do something different, we're not getting anywhere. So that's my political speech for today. But this is common ground, and I love that. And I would like to start a channel that was like Common Ground. That may be my name. I don't know. We are responsible. And even if you're just changing candidates from one, within whatever party you're voting in, at least you're going to see a change in government. You're going to see something a little bit different. Somebody has a little different idea, or a little bit of, a different outlook on things. Younger people are coming up. We need to let them. But we need to, I hope that whoever you vote for, and I'm going to look in the camera to say this, I hope that whoever you vote for, that you vote for someone that has some decency and are not in it for the money. Politics and money does not mix. It doesn't mix. So that's enough of that. But it is voting day, and I am very strongly, I do very strongly believe that that is our right, and it's a right we should keep, and it's a right we should fight for. So go vote. But yes, I know, Linda. I want my friends on here. This is Spanky said they were looking at a house. They've been looking at houses down here. And she said that she found one that was 8 minutes away from me. And I said, "Oh my God, Spanky, I would love that." And she said, "I would too. I would too, you know." And yeah, I could just have all of you come down here and just be with me. You know, I don't have a lot of Judy is fairly close, and Sean of course works all the time, and Judy's a busy lady. She's got lots of things in the fire going, and you know, but it just would be nice if we could just occasionally get together and have uh, conversation and coffee and craft and do those kind of things. Is it okay to be you, Cindy? That's a yes. That's a big yes. Oh my gosh, I'm looking for flowers. I need flowers. I am out of flowers. I have very few. And I found a site last night. Oh, if I can remember the name. I bookmarked it downstairs, but that's downstairs in this whole different setup up here. Anyway, Prima flowers were $4.99 a package. And I really like Prima flowers. I like the way they look. I like the way they lay on a page. And, you know, so I'm needing flowers. But I got in there and I found all this other stuff. I found it snow paint. Oh my God. I'm going to be doing a complete snow scene on this glass. And I'll hope y'all come by and watch me do this, because I am going to try to record or go live or do something while I'm doing it. I don't know. It's one of those processes though that if I start it, there won't be a lot of conversation from me because I have to be in the picture. That's the reason I laid out this roll of paper, is I thought, you know, I could get a scene going on the paper and then just tape it to the bottom and then paint it. And she wants it glittery, and I'm going to mix glitter in my paint. I'm going to paint this snow with some glitter. I'm going to put some glitter on the top of it. I'm going to make it glittery because she wants it to light up when she turns on her Christmas lights. It will be hanging with her tree. And she says, I want the lights to bounce kind of off the play off the snow. So it's just one panel, and it's thin. It's very thin. And I put it off because I just didn't have anything in my head to do with it. Well, I found this little church. I know, but you know, I'm okay with that. But I love that snow paint is what they called it. It was from Bo Bunny. And it was thick. It actually made some texture on it. I find glitter everywhere. Some places where I shouldn't talk about. I hope so. I have an idea. I found a church, and I did say that on Pinterest. I found a church that was just a picture of a church. It was a, you know, photograph, but it was just kind of a dilapidated little church. Not bad. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't you know, it wasn't this some gorgeous, yeah, it wasn't some gorgeous cathedral, because I'm not going to do that kind of painting. This is all rustic. She wants cedar trees, snow, and some interest in the center. And I'm thinking that little church and a large cedar tree, pine tree beside it, a little path going up to the door with a rock step, because that's the way some of ours look here. They have rock steps, not slab steps. And then little trees and bushes in the background, and cedars covered with snow, with a little path going up, and stuff. And just snow. So, but the thing of it is that I have got to learn how. I've got to get my shadowing right. And that's going to take some doing, because I know, the snow has blue shadows, and, doing some of that. But we'll see if I can't get it done. I think I can. And then the trees, I've usually used a fan brush to paint the cedar trees. Yeah, I know, Linda. I have, yeah, I picked it off a tall. Yeah, it just goes everywhere. But that's okay. I love a shiny world. Let me tell you, we need to be shining. I need some glitter on this face right now, because it's sure not shining. I don't know why my color is so bad up here. Why this camera doesn't have better color. I need to check the color spectrum, I guess, because I'm not this dark. This area is this dark. Okay, Deb. I'm so glad you stopped in. You have a good day, a good Sunday, and enjoy the rest of the day. What? What are you huffing about?
Not getting me shaved or nothing.
I'm not getting you. I will. I promise.
You promised me that, and you're not doing it.
Well, I will promise you that I will do it as soon as this live stream is over. I'm a chatting.
That all this beard on me, and I need to
I'm
shave
telling
off.
you, you are just getting to be a redneck boy. That's all there is to it. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Thank you for stopping in. Oh, Linda. I buy mine online. I have, and I've had pretty good luck with them. But oh, I'm glad you dropped in. It's nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. We're not doing a blessed thing except sitting here talking. So join our conversation. I hope you brought your coffee. I'm still in my pajamas. Oh, okay, Linda. I used to be that way. Now I buy colored. I've got some of the prettiest pink and blue sheets you ever seen in your life. But I don't have to worry about. I don't have anybody in my bed, so it doesn't matter what I sleep on. I can go crazy. I can sleep on Paisleys and Oh, hi, Kellyanne. You're in your comfy warm bed, huh? Yeah, Cindy, I can see that. I just, I don't know. Sheets, I never did bother me if they were white, or I really love printed sheets. I have always loved. Of course, I've always gone to roses. I'm kind of a rose nut. Um, I like other flowers, but in patterns and prints, I usually tend to go to the roses. It's your husband. I like printed sheets. I do. I always have. The rose queen. I just love roses. Everything I pick out. If I go pick out a piece of material, it'll have a rose on it somewhere. Well, not always. I mean, I get things like this, but I think this has roses on it too. That fleur de lis back behind me. Uh, yeah, I'm that way about my towels. No, I would rather have, and right now all I've got is colored towels, and right now I would rather have, and I've always been this way. I'd rather have white towels than anything. I white towels and wash rags. That's yeah. I like the white. Of course, I quit after a while because my kids were so nasty. They'd come and get a wash rag and they'd wipe up anything under the sun with washcloth rather than get a rag. They'd wash your cars with wash rags. Just take one out of the house and just go wash. And then, you know, that I don't think white's boring if it's put in the right rose petal jam. Oh, Clara, no, I have never tried it. Yeah. Mine are tan and blues and reds, and I buy whatever's on sale anymore. Yeah, that's the thing, Linda. I started buying the colors when the kids were so bad on them, and I miss my white towels and you know I miss them. I have never had rose jam. That's I would like to try that. Yeah, there you go. You can go back. Except that I find my grown kids are worse than my little ones ever were. My grown kids will come in and they will. I have a drawer full of kitchen items, towels and all that kind of stuff. A drawer full. They go right into my bathroom and grab my best washcloths and they wash dishes with them. Haven't figured that one out yet, girls. I'm just like, yeah, that's not really a good thing. Hi, Crafty Newton. How are you? It's good to see you, honey. Yeah, that sounds interesting. There's my lovely Malia. Good morning, honey. That's good. That's the way we ought to feel every day, is blessed. Always feel blessed when you all are here and talking to me, and that's awesome. I don't know. I do not know. I haven't seen Lori in 2 weeks. Long story. Not a good ending. It's that I understand. I'm going back to watching her tomorrow. I'm going back to watching her tomorrow. I have missed her so bad while I've been sick. I didn't know how much of my time that she was taking until I didn't have her. But She is such a joy to be around. She is a joy. She is such a loving, happy little girl that she is just a joy to be around. Um, she doesn't get mad, or have mad fits or any of that kind of stuff. She's just a doll. She is just a doll. I kind of missed my camera setup where when I was looking into my phone setup. When I was looking into my phone, I was looking into the oh my gosh, honey, what am I trying to say? The camera. And with this up overhead, I can't do that and read. So yeah, we had a little falling out, and she hasn't come back around. But and I'm hurt over it. So I really don't want to get into it because I'm really hurt over it. Uh, she walked away pretty easy. Oh, mechanics and painters. But I can give you a hint, Malia. See if you can find some lye soap. Lye soap is one of the best things. You can grate that up in your laundry, and it will whiten it. It'll take it out, and it'll whiten it. Yeah, yeah. Well, they get that glue and stuff all over them. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Joy. How are you? It's probably not morning there in the UK, but it's so good to see your lovely face this morning. If you haven't ever been to Joy's channel, you need to go and watch her. She is so creative. There is so many creative in here that y'all need to be, uh, if you haven't, you sub to each other. And Jeff and John, you yeah, they're great. They're great. Crafty, what is your first name, honey? I do the same thing. I don't want to put my new towels out. I like to have them on display, but I say don't touch. Yeah. Oh, gosh. I'm glad you said that because I need to drink this. Jackie. Hello, Jackie. Nice to see you this morning. Yeah, my mother used to hoard her new towels. Yeah, mine's getting cold. Oh, you're painting your bathroom. Well, good for you, darling, and you have a good day. I'm glad you come in, Dana. And if you want to take a little break, come back and see us. I know. I have so many subs and so many people that I have subbed to. Hi, Joy. That it is very hard to get to their channels. I try to, girls. Sometimes I lurk. Sometimes I come and watch for a little while, and I work. I watch. Maybe not talk because there's so many of you that when I get to wanting to see my friends that come in here, I'm like hopping from video to video to see what you all been doing, and I'll always give you a thumbs up if I come in. And I may not say anything, but I will. Hi, Deborah. How are you, honey? I want to call you Deborah so bad. My great grandmother's name was Deborah, and I thought that was such a lovely way to say it. You don't hear it very often. Yeah, I do. I hop around, and so I may not always speak, but I've been watching. Oh, wow. I see. I need to set that goal for me. I need to do that too. I need to say, okay, Tuesday nights, Wednesday nights, whatever. Wednesday is video day. Okay, you're making pumpkin butter too? Clara. Now you're talking my game. Just put that in the slow cooker and let it cook real slow and low, and it'll get there without you having to worry about it. Pumpkin butter is absolutely delicious. If you've never had it, girls, oh, get you a can of pumpkin. This is a quick way to make it. Get you a can of pumpkin. Put it on the stove with just a little pat of butter and some brown sugar and a little bit of spice, and warm it and thicken it. Cook it till it's, thicken it up, and then try it on your toast. It's hi. I look different today. Well, it's because I've been sick. And this camera's in a different position and I don't like it. And my colors are awful. And yes, and you can try it before you go to making a bunch, but you can make pumpkin butter, from the pumpkins. Yeah. Some tins or jars. See, I wish I could get this thing set. Let me see if this would help. Okay. It's, it does if I lean forward. Pumpkin butter is really, really delicious. It's a lot like having apple butter, except you're making pumpkin butter. Yeah, you can fix it on the stove and try it and see if you like it. Uh, that's jars. Okay. Yeah. Um, you might try, I don't know if Dollar Tree ships international or not. Dollar Tree's pretty cheap. And they do have an online site. I save all my, when I'm making pumpkin butter, your jelly jars, your pickle jars will reseal. You can put a little thin layer of wax over the top if you want to, but we eat it so fast that yeah. But the pickle jars will be sealed. They're the seal, it's got the little rubber seal on the inside. You can put those back on a jar, invert the jar when it's hot, and let it set, and it will pop that seal back up. And it will seal it. I know they say don't do that, but hey, I've canned for years and I've never killed myself yet. Or anybody else that I know of. Oh. Well, I used to buy, you have to look. There are, sometimes the carving pumpkins are not the best ones anyway, but you ask for a baking pumpkin or a cooking pumpkin. And the only thing bad about that is cleaning out the seeds. Um, yeah, that's a, it's like cleaning out when you're, hi, Tricia, how are you? It's good to see you this morning. I'm glad you're in and come to join us. Yeah. Well, I save all of my pickle jars. I save, all of that kind of stuff because they will reseal. And in plastic bottles, the mayonnaise jars could take a regular canning lid, and they're cheaper here, cheaper than buying the whole jar outfit. But they changed them to plastic. So, yeah. Well, you can buy canned pumpkin, and you can do this with canned pumpkin. I'm telling you, you can make pumpkin butter with canned pumpkin. A lot of people can up their pumpkin. Good morning, Janie. How are you, honey? A lot of people can their pumpkin and then make their pumpkin butter and that kind of stuff as they go along. So you can use canned pumpkin and make you up 3 or 4 little jars of it, and then you got it. And the same way with now apple butter. I'm sure you get apples over there. You can make apple butter easy, easy, easy. Just put it in a slow cooker and cook them till they're down, and add cinnamon and whatever you like in them. I always put cinnamon and stuff in mine. It's so good to see you, Janie. I've missed you. Is everything going good with this stream? I'm not having any buffering of this stuff. Oh, I love to make jelly, and I've got a box full of jelly down here that I made a couple of years ago. We're still eating on. And I made peach. One Christmas, I made peach and tropical. And yes, I did, honey. I got a new setup. I've been blessed. I have been blessed by so many. Yeah. Well, I blend mine. A lot of people don't, but I blend mine. I've got one of those little handheld blenders. I just put it in there and just go blend it. Yeah, my mom and dad always canned together, and green beans. Oh my God, there's nothing better than fresh green beans canned. That there's so many things you can make without with just going to your produce section. Buy the produce. Buy the produce when it's overripe and they're selling it out cheap. If you talk to them, sometimes you can, you go talk to the manager and say, look, I'd like to do some canning and I would like to buy your overripe produce, and they will sell it for you. And you can just can up, you can chop up vegetables that are beginning to go outdated, chop up vegetables and pickle them. You can just, you can just do a lot of putting away cheaply from the grocery store if you work at it. And I don't know if you've ever tried the canned vegetables. Oh, tomato sauce is wonderful canned. I love home canned tomatoes. So I like to have tomatoes and a little bit of onion in them and can them up, and then you can use them for starters in soups, and they're good just to drink the juice, Elderberries, yes. And elderberry jam is delicious. It's so we and really we need to know how to do this. I don't care if you're male or female or whatever. We need to know how to live off the land if we can. I've said that before because we don't know. We never know. I'm not saying that I'm a survivorist. I want you to look at this. This is what, see how my arms are all beat up? This is what steroids will do to you. Just everything you hit will bruise you. Everything you hit will bruise you. Persimmon butter is very hard to make, though. None of that preservative junk in it. That's right. Hi, Big Time. I didn't see you come in. I was looking at Janie's comments and there you popped up. Good morning. It's good to see you here, and I'm glad you come in. Yeah, when we have Sunday chat, we talk about everything. I even touched on politics. Now that was a short conversation. That was just my take on it. But it was not anything. It was kind of, well, I'm glad you snuck in on us. They do look pretty when they're canned up. The prettiest thing I ever canned in my life, and I don't like them, is beets. Oh my gosh, beets are so beautiful canned. And it just, oh, it's pretty. I started lagging a little. I don't like pickled beets. I would make him Harvard beets and pickled beets and oh wow, yeah. But yeah, but they are beautiful canned. They're the prettiest food canned up. Are you buffering? I seen a little lag in the stream, and so I wouldn't doubt it. We're rainy here. It's really bad, but my signal is amazing, girls, compared to what I had. I had two computers on. Tom turned on Netflix, and I could still watch my computer. And a little onion doesn't hurt a thing. Little onion is wonderful. Oh my gosh, it's just, yeah, I'm just really, really tired of it now. It's being overcast. And looks like it could snow anytime, rain. They are not hard to do at all. Jackie, they're not hard to do at all. You just cut them up and yeah, put them on and cook them a little while and then put them in your jar. You don't want to cook them too long because you don't want them to fall apart. Or if you pressure them, you can just cook them right in the jar. I had an uncle who canned fish. He would go fishing all the time, and he canned fish. Like you would, open a can of mackerel, they open a can of fish. And now I'm not a big fish person, but you can can anything. Like this for, oh gosh, a good week now, and it's cold, and it's it's just gloomy looking. It's just fall. Are you buffering, Jackie? I thought I was starting, I've got some wind blowing up. So yeah, I've got some, I can see it lagging on mine. We've got some wind blowing and starting getting a little storm coming in. We didn't. It rained here all night long. Yeah. Good morning, Spanky. How's my girl? How's my girl this morning? I see you didn't sleep last night. I told you that would happen when you start taking those pills. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, it rained all day and all night. It was kind of miserable. Yeah, it does help. I stream in HD, and so it does help to have, have it go up on the settings sometimes. Honey, you girls need to learn how to shop a little less and get more all at one time. You go every other day, I swear. You haven't you're not taking the steroids they put you on? Honey, that will help that inflammation better than anything. Girls, look at my hand. It's down. It's down. It's not got any pain in it. Kellyanne, are you afraid of your own shadow, girl? Bless your heart. Well, you should, please. There's nothing to be afraid of, Kellyanne. I'll tell you what, I told my grandkids I've already kicked all them monsters down the road and they're gone. Well, there's nothing in the dark that's not there during the day. You take a look around you, you might hear a coyote or something when you're out in the country, but they're not going to come up to the house. Honey, they do. They make you a little sick and they may make you nauseated, but it's that, you eat a little something, yes. Yeah, it's it's okay to be afraid, Kellyanne, but don't let it terrify you. Yeah, my setup is like Spanky's too. My color is not just exactly right, but then I'm setting right now. I don't have any backlighting right now. My lights went out back there, and I haven't. It is hard on you, but it is. Well, honey, what you were hearing was probably just night animals, and the dogs will bark at every little sound. And it's not anything bad. It's just animals moving. You have your skunks and your possums and your fox and the coyotes will move around out there, and they bark at them, and the raccoons. Yes, that prednisone does. From your Shark Week. Oh, great. Yeah. I'm telling you, this made a huge difference in I can close my hands. This hand was like this. I couldn't close it any farther than that. And that's tight compared to what I could do. I could not, you could actually put your fingers under my fingers because it was, and from the pain in my back and my shoulders and my hands, I have arthritis, and I was having a flare up a bit, and I went to the doctor and he said, your lungs are tight. He said, I think you're having an asthma attack. And I said, I haven't felt bad in my lungs that I know of. Of course, it wasn't doing a darn thing because I was hurting too bad. And he said, they're tight. He said, you need something to open them up. And I said, well, and he said, I'm going to give you some prednisone and it'll help that pain. And he said, we're going to take an arthritis test. And they did that. And, but he said, you know, you've got to open those lungs up. And he said, I don't like to give you, because I took prednisone quite a while. He said, I don't like to give it to you. You've had enough of it. But, oh, come bitchy, honey. Well, it's part of it. That's when you just go do your thing, go sit in your craft room, do whatever you want to do, and tell them to stay the hell away from you. Excuse me, but that's what I do. Yeah, it will make you, it makes you, I see, it's a roller coaster ride. 1 minute you're up and the next minute you're down to the bottom and you can cry. I didn't sleep. I slept 3 hours a night for 3 or 4 days. And yeah, I can't sleep either. But I lay down and take a nap and sleep when I can. Take an hour nap here and an hour nap there and just keep going. Just keep trying, you know. Well, now there are several different types of steroids. So prednisone, you may be allergic to. They give me steroid shots in my back, and they made me itch bad. It's all right. It makes you not hungry. Oh my God, it's just like opening up the floodgates for me. I can't get enough to eat. I can't get enough to eat. I have sat here all this time and I haven't done things. I did show my book when I first started. This is my new book. This little bitty one. And I'm just about done already. It turned out really good. The paper turned grayer than I wanted it to. That's because the ink ran. It's going to have 3 little signatures in it. And it's going to be about the wild spirits of women. And I kind of chose some gypsy images, which is stereotypic. You know, I know that's a stereotypical way to look at gypsies, when really the women do everything and, you know, are kind of in the corner. But, you know, this is my book. So that's what I did. But I fell in love with her. She's so pretty. And she has just, this one says, she was free in her wildness. She did it. I just think that's awesome. And I found several quotes. Linda, go. Oh, you got to get, oh yeah, you're going to shop. I forgot. Well, you have a good day, Linda. You know I love you. So anyway, I love the quotes and I'm really loving doing this, and I'll read you some of the others. I'm going to find some more because there's not room to put a lot of ephemera in it. So this is going to be a book with more quotes and that kind of thing, and probably handwritten notes. My handwriting is not the best in the world, but you know, I'm not a calligrapher. Let me see if I can find those quotes. They're down here somewhere. This is how my lady started when I started on her. And then this is how she ended up after I done some coloring on her. So, you know, I give her a little color and, you know, put some, hello, honey, how are you, country girl? So anyway, I don't know where my quotes are, and I was going to read quotes, and and that's what I want through the book. Is I want this. She's a tornado with pretty eyes and a heartbeat. You know, that kind of thing. And I just, here's the other one, and I've changed her up, but she was done on yellow, and you know, it can be any woman that that's the same one. I've cut some of them out. That's the same ones. I've got one more here that I'm not finding. And I found one and then realized when I downloaded it that it had a watermark on it to use it, but oh, she was beautiful. Anyway, I've got this started. I've got this book started, and that quote may be in here somewhere because I've set them down, but I've got things tucked in. But I think my cover turned out really well. There's the front and the back, and I used almost a full sheet of paper on that. So I like it real well. Put them in. It didn't seem even. Good morning, Marlena. How are you, honey? So, you know, I've got, it's going to be about this spirit, the free spirit that we often swallow back and don't use. And I know I haven't. I would like to have more of a spirit, and you know, you see these women out that are just laughing and fun and they have that just that will to enjoy life. Yeah, I think it's a wonderful thing. A wonderful thing. And here's my. She had galaxies in her eyes, and electricity crackled within her. I love that. I love that. And that may be used on the Victorian woman. You know, you don't have to be a gypsy to have that gypsy spirit. Marlena, are you leaving for you're in California again? I thought maybe you were gone again. Yes, we need a girl's day. Kellyanne, you hurry back, honey. Don't be afraid. Gather up that girl and say there ain't nothing out there that I have to be afraid of. Love and kisses, hon. Kellyanne, you take care of yourself. Bye, honey. Love you. Yep, it's all fine. No, don't tell me snow. That's a using that 4-letter word. Come right in here, Marlena, and start cussing like that. I can't believe it. Oh, that is an ugly word. It's not good. I need groceries. Yeah. That's not good because I need groceries. And I've got a doctor's appointment. I've got all this stuff going on. No, well, it's that SNOW word. Who wants to hear that? It's, to me, it should still be fall. It's just the fourth day of November. I'm losing my mind. Thank you, Marlena, for your help. That's fine. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, girls, I've got to shed this, and because it's just, I'm getting warm. Yeah, it's not time for that yet. It is not time for that. Tommy, I'll be down in a minute. Yeah, yeah. I bet you would be, honey. I bet you would be. This is just, we just got to take this in hand. But it seems like winter is always so long, and all the other months just fly by. They just fly. Oh, man, I fuzzed out there. And you wonder where the heck they all went. And then here comes November, December, January, February. Okay, Marlena, that's good because I don't get out, Honey, I do mostly journals. I do paint some. I do, I sew, I quilt. This is one of the journals that I made. This is my fall mixed media journal, and I still haven't finished it yet, but it's this was something new for me because I used to paint a lot, and I draw and sketch. So anyway, that's my fall journal, and yeah, I've got to do some more work. I have some lace I want to put on it, and I want to put something on the rings. Yeah. Painting. Did you see my wall? See, I do things also like that. If we can get this up where you can see my wall. Okay. Did that. So that was and that was a pretty good place for that camera right there. Anyway, I did that on my own, and I just do a lot of different things. I play. I play a lot. I like to do. I've got to reach forward. Excuse my body and my arms because it's overhead. Okay. This is probably one of my favorite journals. This is what I like to do. This is all handcrafted, all hand put together. This is all out of paper and put together. And it's, I'm not very good at making these things. I am not good at making these at all, as a matter of fact. And it has this sun closure on the back, and it just ties with the ribbon here in the front. But this is my tree book, and this is, I call it Beyond the Gate. And as you can see, there's a gate back here behind the flowers, and the gate has not been open for a long time. So all of this has grown across the gate. When you open it, the tree, which wraps around the spine, actually opens with the book. so it will lay flat out. And this is a true junk journal. This is what I made. It's one of the first ones I made, actually. I was sitting one day and I was making paper twist, and I said, that looks like a tree. So I just did it. This is Missouri. This is our Missouri wildflowers. And then there's a 2018 calendar in this one. And then you open it up, and I made pockets in here. This is made out of a folder. Each center is made out of a folder. And then a belly, all the little things in here. And there's bird ephemera and butterflies and a nameplate. And then this is 2 pockets here and here with extra journaling spots. And, you know, they're just little fold up, tuck in things that I've made. This was a pad that I had that I thought it would look pretty in it. So this is actually, I mean, a true junk journal. I put, this is another page that I made a couple of pockets in and made a couple of tags. And just used things that I had been given. And my antique lace. I put a lot of antique lace on it. And I missed a page right there. And then, you know, some ballerinas. And I wrote on this, dance, some stamping and inking. I did my own inking. And this is, no, that's just tucked in. Excuse me. What's going on here? No, I sewed that down or something. I can't remember. It's stuck right now. It's just stuck on. It's stuck to my picture. No. Because I Mod Podged that picture. Hold on. I'm going to have to get this off. Because this is my my lady in my teapot. It's going to tear that page. Shoot. See, sometimes Mod Podge is not nice. Okay, because I messed up that page. I will fix it, though. But anyway, here's my picture. And this is a man and a woman sitting on a porch. And they're having tea with an old woman. And here. And the charm is a little teapot, and I'm trying to get it to where you can see it. There you go. A little teapot, and when you pour, that lid actually opens up on the top of it. And it's so cute. And that's supposed to be a fold out. And then there's more people on the lawn and stuff, and then the teacup. So, and then that's a stamp. I don't know. Just, you know, I just done some stamping in it. Just used what I had. I didn't try to, you know. This is a flip out with a little, let me turn the camera down just a little. This is a little flip out. This is another picture of Missouri. And in it, it's got a tag. It's got a card in it. And sewn edges on the paper, on the lace. And this is, sunflowers are my favorite, as you can see. And I made a pocket out of this one. And it's got a tuck place with, you know, just a little flower image on it. And then here is some little script pages. And one of my first pockets I ever made. And I put a little tag in it with some lace on it. First time I ever put photo pockets in it. And yeah, this is one of my favorites, hun. And then I made a little wax paper tuck here. And put a little love card in it. And it is a little love card. If I can get it out of there. It says love on it, and it tucks in right into that wax paper. And then there's a little hope charm on it. And this is a drawing that I did. This is a stamp, and I, drew on that. And this is the photo pocket, and it's just in there to show. And then this is a photo pocket over here, and some of my antique Japanese art book. And another photo, and these are flip ups. And I like to put photo pockets in my books. And then this is my inked paper, which I love to do. I'm not big into tea staining. I don't like the time. This is part of the calendar of that Japanese calendar that was antique. And this is another image that was on it. And then this is a flip out with a big heart that is colored. And then another flip out, and you have journaling space and another journaling stuff, another journaling tablet. And when you turn that over, then you have just a little sticker here and some music. Just be happy together. It's a little tuck spot. You can tuck behind it. And a butterfly. And then this is one of my cards, and that's come loose. That was up there. So, and more of the antique lace, and that is truly antique. Hey, Baiwan. And then this is one of my layered up pages. This folds out, and here's another journaling space that you just tucks under the image up at the top. I'm just fine, honey. How are you doing? And then a piece of that material from Paris. Are you still buffering, honey? Nail on it, which is my middle name. So I just had to use that one. There she is. So I was just showing kind of a fold out here. Yeah, I figured it would be. And then it folds out here, and on the back page there is another card in this pocket, and there's more journaling space here and here. So there's several tucks on that one. And then again, the double pocket, from this direction. And Love Is was one of my favorite cartoons growing up. So I had to put that on there. And I used to collect them. I still do, but I won't use them. I still have them in my scrapbook. And then, of course, a card with the sunflower on it again. And then here we just have a kind of collage page. And this is a poem that is about gifts. And it's one of my favorites. And if you don't mind me reading poetry, I will this one. It says, he gives nothing but worthless gold. Who gives from a sense of duty? But he who gives from a... Oh my gosh. One. Oh, there they are. I got to get my glasses on. And we'll start this over again. Gifts. He gives nothing but worthless gold, who gives from a sense of duty. But he who gives but a slender mite, and gives to that which is out of sight, that thread of the all-sustaining beauty, which through all and doth all unite, the hand cannot grasp the whole of his alms. The heart outstretches its eager palms, for a God goes with it and makes it store to the soul that was starving in darkness before. And I just absolutely love that poem. But anyway, it has a little bit of everything in it. It has, you know, a little tuck here, and then I have some bird ephemera here, and then again, double pockets. And, you know, this is the last of the signature here. And then I have a beautiful lady up here. And, you know, this is just, like I said, it was just a little bit of everything that I put together. One like this, because I have so much stuff that I need to do another one like this. It's just the stuff that I like. This, I love this journal, and it had no things except my joy. And that's what's important, is the joy that we get out of them. And of course, here's all my journaling. This is more of the journaling part of it. When I realized how many pages that I had used, again, that's kind of stuck. And then this I made out of a stamped image and went around it with book paper and all kind of stuff. And then on the back side, then we have another collaged area with a big pocket here and pockets here and here, and then a tuck here. And these are butterflies that I made. So, you know, these are all these things that I've done, and I just put them in my book. And this is a belly band, and well, it's not. It's a waterfall, and it unties here and opens, lace opens. And then each one of them has the same type of paper, just a piece of the same type of paper that you can journal on the back, you can put pictures on, you can do whatever you want. But it's just a little waterfall that comes all the way down. And it's, like I said, it's the same sheet of paper going all the way down. So they're kind of unified. And then it just ties back together, and made lace doors on it to tie back together. And then it is also a belly band. So, and then this is another fold out on this side. And so this folds out, and there's a pocket here. I just lost some stuff out of it. Dadgummit. You know, I just put little scraps and stuff like that in it, things that, you know, just were pretty, I thought. And then this is a pocket. And I don't know if I have anything in that one right now. But it also is a magnetic pocket. It's up, and there's a tuck right here with just, you know, just scrap roses. And then this folds up, and there's tags in this pocket, and there's bird ephemera in this pocket, and then it drops back down and closes back up, and then there's pockets behind it. A pocket with a pocket with sewn lace, and then that with the, and then some more writing ephemera, and that goes there. Come on, go under there. So, and then this is another big writing tablet with some bird ephemera as a cover for it. And this is a stone button that was bought for me. And I thought it was pretty and matched the page so well. Another envelope pocket with seashells on it. But inside is a picture of a woman who is fixing to dive in. And if you open it up, it's kind of a little booklet. And it's from just a piece of a page of text out of a book, and another back on it. And then behind that, I believe there is a letter that I wrote to go along with that. Nope. Okay, where did it go to? Anyway, in one of them, I wrote a letter to go along with that said, like, hey, girl, wish you was here. We had such an awesome time, in that era of language. Just something that came into my head. And then here is a little tuck made out of construction paper and just some scribbling artwork. And then here is another little fold down, and it says sweet on it, and collage back, and then journaling pages. And then go back to the end of the signature over here, and I've done another collage with some tea stained and coffee filters, some dyed dryer sheet, and it just says enjoy. Little netting over here coming out the side, and a large band here, and my hearts that I always put on it. And then this is my angel that I drew for a quilt. And let's put it down, so I don't know why it's coming loose. But I made that for a quilt, and then didn't was going to be my hi, Kathy. So anyway, this was just one that I'd made a long time ago, and it's just stuff that I loved, and and this is really what I ought to be doing. And it does look like a mystery book, and this is what I want to do, this kind of covers. This is my this is my artwork. This is what I like to do, this kind of thing, just to create something out of really nothing. And that I love the way the tree turned out, and she's just it's amazing. Pawan, that's a paper twist, and it's actually 3D. You see this? So it actually opens with the book on the spine, and you can see that the leaves come all the way over. So it stands out away from it, and it stands out away from it all over it. It's really only attached in few places. And then the gate I made out of some scrap pieces that I had here, but I had copper pieces, and it's got copper hinges on it. So it's hinged here, and then it's got the little door handle over here. And of course, it's not supposed to look like it would open. These are flowers that are actually growing through the fence, through the gate, and it's been that long since it's opened. So, that's my favorite. And I found my tag. And this is one of the tags that I made the other night. And I really wanted it on this book, but it's too big. It's too big. And it sticks out all over. So I just want to, I don't know what, I'm just going to leave it up here and look at it. And it looked like it had different colors on it, but this is just the color of the stem, the blue in the picture. And then this is, was just glittery. I think that was a card. Yeah, it was a card I bought. And I just put it on cardboard and went to layering, and the music was called Prelude, and it just and then I had some of this leaf lace and I actually have real cheesecloth that I used in my kitchen to strain food through that I brought upstairs, and instead of, other things. And so I just shabbied it up, and I'm embracing the grunge. I'm not a grunge person. There's nothing I love more than a clean white sheet of paper. And for it to be grunged up just really kills my soul sometimes. You put all this artwork in it, and then you know, like I got to pull my camera back down. Excuse my hands. Yeah, it just feels like, you've done all this work. Okay, let's dirty it up now. Let's make it look grungy. And, but that's what vintage is. That's what people want. And so I'm trying to embrace the grunge a little bit, but it is hard because okay, good night, Taiwan. Taiwan. I'd like to know what kind of paper this is, because I'm going to roll it back up before I ruin it. I am going to do a drawing after a while on my snow scene, and I will come online when I do that. It's going to just be painting, but like I said, I won't do a lot of talking when I do that, because I get into it. You know how I am. I get, I'll be down here into this, into this area, and I forget to talk. Well, I do. I talk to myself, so you can hear me explaining what I'm doing, or thinking through the process. But I don't. I really get in the zone sometimes. So if I do that, understand I'm not trying to ignore you or be hateful or anything, because I just zone out. I get into it in what I'm doing, and I just zone out. And it's hard for me to do a video because I am never prepared. I don't have that kind of thought process, and I don't want to do two of anything. I cannot copy anything that I've done. And once I've done it, it is done. That art is gone. I cannot repeat it unless I take a picture and do it that way, because I cannot repeat what I've done. Nor do I really want to. I would do some more paper twisting. I had a thought of doing, and I did do some more paper twisting because I put it on Lori's book. If y'all remember, I made the, and if you're in here and you're new and you haven't watched it, look at the Princess book. My cover is a paper twisted mirror. That mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And it was all done with paper twist and paint, and and I don't know colors theory or any of that kind of stuff. I just paint. I want to make it look like wood, so that's kind of what I've got in my mind, and I just go with paint. I've done a lot of art in school and loved it. But anyway, this book, I thought about putting a twist up the spine for a tree here, and then letting it come over the rose. And it's not hard to, I didn't find it hard to do. I don't know. But anyway, when if you flatten them down and do them, you have to be careful that you're not, that they're not going to break, when you move it. But I thought that would, and maybe not a tree, but a rose arch, and then put little bitty roses all over it, like they're hanging down. And I'm still thinking about doing that, because I want my books to be an art a piece of art in themselves, not just a book. I want someone to say, I want that because it's so different. I want that because it's, and if I don't put them up somewhere on a shop, it's never going to be said about them because, I'm not doing anything with them. But yeah, I think it would be pretty just to have it come from here and arch over this way and arch over this way, like it was growing, or maybe just growing up the page and coming off the page would be nice too. And do it with the my paper twist technique, which is not, it's not anything hard. Uh, you know, uh, this was one sheet of paper that I put on the front. I found this lace paper. It was a piece that somebody had sent me, scrapbook piece, and I thought it was so pretty. Of course, it looks different now because I put it on the front and then I covered it up because it made such a perfect background for the rose page. And I love roses too. I really do. I think they just, I just think they're elegant and so pretty. And then I used a real neutral on the inside. And so that's, but there are roses on it, on the back. And then there's some roses, although I don't much care for this. The color was perfect. Like I said, I need some Prima flowers, and I'm going to order some. But I like to mess with the flower images. I like to do them in black and white and color them out and see how they look, and put color on them and just play with them and change them and alter and that kind of thing. It's just fun for me to do. And here's one that I did like that. And then I sprayed it with some glitter mist, shimmer mist, or sealer, because I did this in chalk. So I sealed it then with a sealer and then put it on this page with a little backing. And I had stuff fall out of two signatures here. But it's all right because none of it is really put together right where I want it anyway. I just got them folded and stuck in. And but it felt so good to get up here and make something, do something. Oh my God, this being sick has just been, it's driving me crazy. I'd come up and I worked. Well, that tag was the first thing I had really done other than just working. There was one day I come up here and thought I'll work a little bit, and I sat here. I just sat here just like this. Didn't do a thing. I didn't touch anything. I had no thoughts in my head. My brain was not working. I was just gone. So I sat like that for about 30 minutes and then got up and went downstairs, and I thought, well, why mess with it? Get up and go downstairs and don't use lights up, It's so frustrating. And so when I got to feeling better the other day, I come up here and I thought, okay, let's do something. If it's not right, it's okay. So I had that piece of paper and I had bought that card. And my pharmacy carries Leaning Tree cards. And oh my God, they're the most beautiful cards ever. And I buy them. I love them. I absolutely love them. And when I was there the other day and I was so sick I could just barely stand up, but I got a good haul when I came out of there because this is the one I cut the purple out of. This one right here. It was they were throwing away a card display stand, and the shelves were about this wide to be able to hold the cards, and it was heavy, thick cardboard. And she said, I could move that. I'm fixing to throw it away here in a minute. And I said, you're going to do what? And she said, I'm going to throw it away. And I said, oh, don't do that. And she said, huh? I said, I want that. So she said, okay. And it's big enough that I can set it up against the wall and put all of my paints out on it. And the lids will actually set, which I have the tubes, they will set in that slot. And, you know, the fronts are about that deep and it leans backwards. So all of the paints will just lean backwards slightly. But then I can just go over and get the paints that I want and set them out. So I can get rid of 2 or 3 cases that I've got packed away in here of paints. So I thought how neat that is, you know, and it was given to me. And if it falls apart, oh well. Here's one of the cards that I got, and it's a birthday card, as you can see. But look at that woman. Now, you know, I love the sentiment. It says it's not a crisis. It's a midlife celebration. At least until the medication wears off. Then it's a crisis again. And I couldn't pass that one up. And then I found this one. And I want you to look at that in front of that card. Is that not beautiful? And, you know, and the backs have writing on them. Of course, it tells about what this is and stuff. But even the backs are pretty enough to use. And then look at the inside. Look at that image. I just think that is so awesome. I just, you know, and I can't pass them up. So I have, okay, where did you go? I have one here that I started to use. If I can figure out where I put it, then I want you to see because it is so pretty. Oh, let's see, where did I put it? It's right in here somewhere. Probably up here by now. I'm scanning through my book, looking for that card. And I'm losing things out of my book. It is so full. Ah, there it is. Look at this. I just love those. Oh, Cindy, I will, honey. I'm going to get to feeling better. I just know I am. So, anyway, this is oh man, that just makes me sick. Because I give a lot for these cards. But look at the inside again. Look at that journaling place and the how pretty that is. And then on the back again, it has the logo, but even the back is pretty enough to use. I don't care if it has her credits on it. They're just beautiful cards, and there's you know what a flip this will make in a journal. You know that's just to me the perfect flip. So every time I go in there, I may not owe anything on my medicine, but when I go in there, I come out, I've got a handful of cards and you know that kind of stuff. So I have to watch myself in bed. Girls, been on for almost 2 hours, and it's been a wonderful chat with you. And thank you for letting me review some of my work. I enjoyed going through this book again. I enjoy seeing the things that I've done and how far I've come with some of them. I've come a long way in my journal making ability since I started, and I appreciate y'all sitting around with me and doing this, and I'm glad to be back on. Hopefully, I won't look this dead next time I'm on. No makeup. This is just me. I comb my hair just a tad, just a tad. It's spinning up there awful bad, and I said, okay, I'm gone. I'm going upstairs because I knew if I didn't, I wouldn't get it done. So I love you all. And thank you so much for hanging with me and having a Sunday chat and coffee. And I will be back and we'll do this more often. Thank you, Malia. Mama's going to try. Thank you, honey. Um, I don't have a lot to show for it, but I haven't been doing this very long, just since April. So, really, since I started it, and I was a quilter until then. And so now I've got to go find a seam ripper because I screwed up those placemats, and I've got to fix them. So I love you all. And no, you're my gift. You all are my gift, and and I tell you always, you are my light. You bring light and happiness into my soul, and I so appreciate that. And I thank you for doing it. You're awesome. Love you all. And I'm going to say goodbye. Love ya. It's not ending.